So we had a similar summer transfer window as the one that we had when we took over Boavista, a club that just got relegated. That meant our best players had release clauses and we lost them for like half their value. Yes, we've changed almost the entire squad, but we're doing fine. We've won every single game in the league so far and we've managed to sign some good players, including Origi. Yes, that Origi. Hey, welcome back to the Journeyman. Coming up in today's episode, we're gonna take a look at some transfers as we made a lot of them, and we're gonna play 2 matches, home against Reggiana and away at Catananza. As you can see, we've won our first 4 matches and we sit top of the league, of course, but we lost our first game in charge of Empoli in the first round of the cup, 1-0 home to Frosinone. Yes, we've made a bunch of transfers here. Let's start out by fee. When we took over, these guys were our most important players. We've lost Spendi to Como for 7 million, but I'm really disappointed that we lost Luca Bellardinelli. I really thought maybe I could build my squad around this guy. Important player at Bristol City. And I found out how the hell did they afford to give me over 23 million to spend. Well, before I took over, they sold this guy Fazzini to Leeds for 24 million. That can go up to 28. He was probably an important player here because he's an important player at Leeds and he's earning 100k per week. Now, these 2 transfers were already arranged. Marquinhos, a great player to have around, good winger, and Danilovic, a defensive midfielder that I'm using as a deep lying playmaker. He can do a decent job. And our backup goalkeeper, I have no idea. This guy just came in on a free transfer from Dortmund, Robin Lisewski, and I transfer listed him. Now he went out on loan in Serie C. He's not good enough to play for us. Anyway, let's see what we bought. Well, 2 familiar faces. First of all, Sergio Martins from Boavista for 1.5 million. You remember him with his driven personality and determination. 20. We also signed Gaspar from Atalanta for almost 5 million. We had him on loan in our first season at Boavista. Decent central defender, resolute personality, left-footed. I really needed a left-footed central defender, and we have 2 of them now. Divock Origi from Cagliari for 1.8 million. He had a cracking start of the season, 5 goals in 4 appearances and a great average rating. Yeah, he was let go by AC Milan on a free, joined Cagliari. 29 appearances in their first season, but only 2 as a starter. But in his next season, he started 43 out of 44 and he only scored 6. Tarik Muharemovic is a central defender that we bought for only 300k from these guys from Bosnia. He's a decent backup. He wanted to be a regular starter. Low wages, only 6.25, 24-year-old Slovenian, jumping reach 16, left-footed, heading 12, marking is good, tackling is decent. Mentally, he's not that great, but he's a decent backup. Rafael Mota from Braga for 6 million, that can go up to almost 7. 20-year-old Portuguese central defender, another left-footed central defender, decent attributes for our level. Moving on to another central defender, one that wasn't planned, but when my scouts found him, I had to get him. Only 2.1 million from Dynamo Zagreb, Carlo Pajjar. 18, he looks absolutely insane for his age, great physicals, great mentals, fairly professional. Rocco Marculin, another youngster from Dynamo Zagreb for 1.6 million, inside forward, but I'm gonna use him as a winger. You'll get to see the tactic in a minute. Moving on to the next one, we needed some right backs and we got Ruben Sanchez from Espanyol for 6 million, 26-year-old in his prime, 13 crossing. Moving on to Filippo Ranocchia from Udinese for 2.2 million, 26-year-old ball-winning midfielder in his prime, fairly professional personality. Cesare Cassidy from Chelsea for 2.4 million. He didn't develop that much in this save. He didn't really play that much, to be honest. Look at that. Only 2 appearances as a substitution for Chelsea in 3 years. but I'm happy to welcome him. Maybe he'll revive his career here at Empoli. Jose Calderon from Deportivo La Coruña for 2.3 million as a backup left back, even though I promised him he's going to be a regular starter. High wages, decent player. Moving on to Gino Infantino from Fiorentina for 2.2 million. He's a great attacking midfielder. I'm going to use him as an inside forward on the left for now. And Domenic Navarro, another right back from Espanyol for 3.1 million. 18-year-old Spanish player with great mentals, great physicals, not that great technically, but he's only 18 with a driven personality. I really like this kid. So I'm gonna go with that classic 4-3-3 Gegenpress with a deep lying playmaker, a ball-winning midfielder, and the Mezzala in midfield, an inside forward on the left, a winger on the right, and an advanced forward. If we take a look at our best 11, Leportini looks pretty great, but I think he plays better on the right as a winger or actually up front instead of Origi, but Origi is on fire lately. Infantino as a Mezzala, Pezzella, who is our first choice left back, but unfortunately he's out injured for 2 months. I'm happy with the squad balance. We also have some decent players on the bench, and I promoted Haydad to play as an inside forward because he's right-footed. Backup on the left to either Marquinhos or Infantino or Leporati. It all depends on the context, on injuries or suspensions. Our overall balance doesn't look good. We are under 500k. I've managed to cut down the wages to 425k per week, and I'm really happy with that. We had a lot of players that were earning like 20k per week, so we had to get rid of them. Now, competition-wise, of course, we're top of the league, 11 goals difference. We didn't concede a single goal in our first 4 matches in the league, and today we're going to take on Reggiana, who sit 15, and Catanzaro, who sit 18. So this is the first 11 that's going to face Reggiana, as we did had some injury crisis. Infantino is still out for around 2 weeks. Pezzella, like I said, for around 2 months. We have Merculin still out. Bagordo, Haydad, Martins and Haas just returned from injury. Lotka in goal, Calderon, Gaspar, Sebastian Walu. You're gonna see that during the match highlights. He is named Walu. I'm probably gonna just nickname him that. Ruben Sanchez, Danilovic, Ranocchia, Cassidy, Leporati, Marquez, and Origi up front. Well, finally we got a highlight. We are on top of this game, 44 minutes in, but we didn't had any chances. A decent cross for Origi. Come on, dude. I've changed the camera to TV. I hope you guys don't mind. We have 5 central defenders. I need to rotate between them so they don't get upset. The 18-year-old Croatian looks pretty great for his age, and he should get plenty of game time. Origi! Nicely done, dude. Nicely done. Great first touch, great finish. 2-0 after 48 minutes. And Origi is on fire. 7 goals in 5 appearances. Great job, dude. He is 32 though. A last chance for Reggiana to get back into the game in the first half. The last few seconds before half time. It's a decent opportunity and it's in. It's 2-1. 2-1 at half time. We can definitely do a little bit better. Dude, let me just nickname him. Walu. Cassidy, Leporati to Ranocchia, Danilovic, shoot dude, Marquez, come on, 3-1, 3-1 or maybe not, no, it's gonna be disallowed. I saw the assistant raised his flag. Let's make some substitutions. I'm gonna bring in Oliver Blini. This guy was already here. I'm gonna use him as a Mezzala, and I'm gonna sub off Cassidy. Niklas Haas, back up to Ranocchia, is coming in. Vaced Lotka is on a 6.3. Dude, why? And that's all the substitutions I'm gonna make for now. No time for mistakes, boys. Come on. 66 minutes on the clock. We need that third goal. Origi on his hat-trick. Origi, he keeps going. Origi tried to chip the goalkeeper. That was a poor finish. 86 minutes. I'm gonna make some other subs. Cristian Bagordo. It's the backup deep lying playmaker. comes in for Danilovic. We had another one, but I loaned him out, another 18-year-old. Domenic Navarro for Ruben Sanchez. Time is just flying by. I'm happy as long as we get all 3 points. My word, a minute left and we get ourselves a highlight. Calderon is dying on the pitch. Gaspar is wasting time. Here's Calderon, who is really tired. Marquez, Origi, offside. We won the game 2-1. 3 points, that's what's important. But we conceded our first goal of the season. We have some promises to keep to our chairman, to keep Roberto Gemmi as the director of football and to have a good dressing room atmosphere. But we also promised Walu to sell him for 7.5 million and Pezzella for 16 million. These are 2 players that didn't have release clauses. Yeah, so they're still here. Nobody was willing to pay that much. Not even 7.5 million for Walu and Pezzella. I don't know his value right now, but yeah, 18.5 million. Hopefully they're gonna stay at least until the end of the season. While we're at it, I've managed to get my Continental B license. Now I'm a 3-star reputation manager and I'm studying for a Continental A license. Now for our next match away at Catanzaro, I've made a couple of changes. I brought in Mota and I dropped Gaspar, and I'm gonna play Bagordo, the 18-year-old, as the deep line playmaker. Catanzaro are having a poor start of the season. 2 draws and 3 losses. Probably gonna struggle this season to avoid relegation. Even though they were predicted to finish 14th, we were predicted to finish second behind Verona. If you're wondering, I forgot to show you guys the season preview. Here's Walu, 5 minutes in, and hopefully we're gonna have a good game and get all 3 points. Leporati, look at him go. The 18-year-old kid. Cassidy couldn't control the ball. Marquez, Cassidy again. Nicely done. Marquez hits the post. Cassidy, what a huge opportunity for Marquez. Here's a Mota to Ranocchia. Oh, what a cracking pass. Leporati, come on kid, his first goal of the season. Davide Leporati, the 18-year-old winger. 1-0 after 9 minutes. Stop it, he was not offside. Stop it. Stop checking VAR. The goal is awarded. We're in front after 9 minutes. 3 minutes later, and maybe there's a chance for us to get another goal here. Origi, shoot dude, Origi. Oh, Origi, come on dude. 8 goals in 6 appearances. He scored in every single game except for the first game of the season when we lost home to Frosinone in the cup. But in the league, he's been amazing. Just look at this turn here. Great job, dude. 32-year-old Divock Origi. Just 2 minutes later, and we have another highlight. I like the game so far. A decent opportunity. Great save from Lotka. Come on, dude. Well, despite being favorites to win the league, Hellas Verona are 7th, 9 points behind us so far. Yeah, we had a cracking start of the season. Better than I expected. After this highlight, we're gonna make some subs. Ruben Sanchez with a decent cross from a corner. Leporati gets his second, and it's 3-0. And what a cracking shot that was. I think it was Origi with the assist there. I think it deserves a replay, don't you? Yeah, Origi with the assist. First time shot from Leporati. Sergio Martin is coming in for Marquez, and I'm gonna switch him with Origi. Navarro for Sanchez. Mota is complacent. Let's bring in Paisar. I think that's the way you say his name. I don't care, really. And that's all. We're approaching the final whistle. 18 shots, 10 on target, 60% possession. We definitely deserve to win this game, and we've done it in style, 3-0. And we've won our first 6 matches of the season. 18 points, but so did Spezia, who still have a game in hand. And they might catch up to us, but we have a great goal difference. Now let's take a look at the schedule and see when we're gonna come back. Probably in November, yeah, for these 3 matches against Südtirol, Frosinone and Cosenza. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys for the next one.